Hi everybody, welcome to Pause with Polly in the season of Lent. Today is Saturday, March 15th. I've changed my background today. And if you hear some different sounds, these are the outdoor sounds. I can't help, but it's good to be sitting outside, outdoors. I'm gonna start today sharing with you all the words of Padraig O'Tuma, who is an Irish poet. He's a theologian and he's a peace builder. And in his words, he says, prayer is a small fire lit to keep cold hands warm. Prayer is a practice that flourishes both with faith and doubt. Prayer is asking and prayer is sitting. Prayer is the breath. Prayer is not an answer always, because not all questions can be answered. So these words of his are a gentle reminder that prayer doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be seen by everybody, doesn't have to be perfect. And we will get into it. So this week we reflected on how much of the work of faithfulness happens without anybody noticing. And the idea of persisting even when no one is watching can feel counterintuitive in a world where everything is documented and shared as proof of accomplishment. Yes, I love my camera because I love to make memories, to save the memories. But anyway, our Lenten journey is both a gift and a challenge. It moves at its own pace and it cannot be rushed. We must live it day by day. And as we talked earlier, faithfulness grows when we cultivate the soil of our lives daily, practicing. And one of the ways for us to practice faithfulness is through prayer. And in O'Tuma's words, in Padraig's words, he reminds us that prayer doesn't require immediate results. Sometimes faithfulness is as simple as breathing, sitting, being present with ourselves, with others, and with God. So small practices connected in unexpected ways, strengthening every area of our faith. And we are now over a week into this journey together, and maybe you have lost track of the commitment you made last week on Ash Wednesday. And that's okay, because what matters is that you can begin again right now. And in fact, beginning again is part of what it means to be faithful, what it means to be true. What truly counts is putting ourselves back into practice, even if we have lost the perfect moment to do so. If it happens later in the day, that's okay. What matters is that happened. We are doing it. So research shows that it takes at least 30 days for a habit to sink in, to hold. 30 days, 40 days. And even when we are used to doing something, we can slip away from it and need extra energy to return. And I can tell you that I know this from experience, because when I travel and then I come back home, it takes me some time to find that rhythm again. I have to be mindful and intentional to push myself back into it. It's like going to the gym, right? And when we are going, then we don't go a day, and then suddenly we do not go the next one, and suddenly it's like, we are not going. But the key is actually in reminding ourselves that missing one day doesn't mean we are giving up entirely. That works with our practice, with our growth, with praying. We grow by continuing to show up, by continuing to try. And what once felt difficult, dragging, it can become more manageable. And eventually, we have embodied it, we live it. That's what it's all about. Bring yourself back to doing so. And then comes my question here, my reflection moment. How can you keep, or how do you want to keep this small fire of prayer burning in your heart anytime, any moment? How do you want to keep this small fire of prayer burning in your heart? What support do you need from your spiritual community? We are here in community. So what support do you need for keeping that fire burning? And what is holding you what's holding you back to ask that question for support? Give and take, always balance. And what practices help you begin again when you drift from your intentions? What practices help you begin again when you drift from your intentions? I usually say that this guy helped me a lot. It really does. It's just a piece of technology, but I have reminders here, and I am like back into track because of those reminders. Maybe you have other tools. What are they? What can you share with us? In any way, it's never too late to get back on track. Stay in peace. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next. Bye-bye.